right, Craig. What do you want to do today?
I want you to back that butt up.
Back that big, beautiful butt.
Let's get this diffuser off and the carbon one on. That the right height?
It's good enough.
You good enough? Let me see. Put your mouth on the tailpipe.
I don't know if you've noticed this, but I am vertically challenged.
You're vertically challenged? Edward, what are you doing?
We're going to be the pit crew.
What size socket you got on there?
10 millimeter.
10 millimeter.
10 millimeter.
We never take it off. We just leave it on for AMGs.
The elusive AMG.
So we're just taking off this back tray to see what we got to work with here. There's about 20 of them. I don't know, maybe a lot. All right, so what are you doing back here?
Well, if you tuned into our previous content, you'll see that there's a 10 millimeters running adjacent to.
Oh, is that the one when we did the exhaust?
Yes, sir.
And we're just gonna take the whole tray out.
Yes.
Very nice. Got that tray done. If I hadn't already said, the overall goal here is to get this diffuser, this plastic one, swapped out with the new carbon fiber one. So right now we're just taking off the old diffuser. Wait. That's where everybody can look me up and find out where I live.
Well, take a screenshot because I got to get rid of this because I don't want.
That's my Amazon plastic carbon fiber license plate holder.
Yeah, I'll put some clear on it for you and make it look better.
We are taking out the Akrapovic titanium exhaust tips. That looks pretty cool with the light coming through it. Bam. We basically have to reverse engineer the change of the exhaust tips, which we did in a different video, which I'll put a link to that right here. Basically, probably should have done this at the same time, but you know, we don't do things in order. So you're taking an 8 millimeter there to undo those.
There once was a man, his name was Fred. He had a lot of hair, but it wasn't on his head. Let's see here.
Basically disconnecting everything from the bumper so that we can free that up.
Yes. Okay, now I remember there's a tricky one back here somewhere.
Yes.
Let's find the tricky one.
So we're doing a little slide that back action so that we can investigate to see if we can take off the existing diffuser without taking off the whole bumper. What do you think the prognosis, Dr. Flo?
We'll find out here in a second. As soon as we get this fun twisty, I gotta remember how I twisted it last time. Twist, drop, pull, beg,
insert. So what can you see from?
I can see that we need a lot of rivets.
So it's all riveted into the bumper?
Yes. Most of our heat shields are plastic to bumper cover.
Okay.
It's done up with rivets all the way through. I'd like to get this piece off, see what's going on if we're still using rivets, but it's gonna take quite a bit of drilling action
to drill out the old rivets?
Yeah, to get the old rivets off.
But you think we can do it without taking the bumper off?
With a little persuasion, the right tools, I think we can. Drill these.
Okay, so you're just drilling those rivets out?
Yes, and then get this heat shield out of the way.
Okay.
Once we get the heat shield out of the way, then we can see how we attach here to here. But so far, doctor's prognosis is we can take this off without an issue.
The bumper?
Yeah.
So we've got these little metal clips. Let me see if I can get that in there. There, a lot of light. Okay, little clips. Now, where are these little clips at, Edward?
They are way up in here next to the rebar.
The rebar?
Yes, the bumper rebar or reinforcement.
Okay.
Can you see that?
I can, sort of, maybe, no. Okay.
Yes, that's where the clip goes.
And that just basically clips the heat shield on back to the bumper?
Yes, and now that we've pulled those off.
Oh, I can see it lifting up, okay.
Yeah, okay, so now we can lift this piece up.
Yep.
And you can see underneath the retainer clips.
Gotcha.
That would work on this entire piece.
And those are the retainer clips that are just for the diffuser?
Just for the diffuser.
Gotcha.
Only the diffuser, my man. Only. What we've got is this entire piece is what holds on. Got 2 screws here, got 2 screws here, got one going down. That's what holds our Acropovic, excuse me.
Titanium exhaust tips.
Titanium exhaust
or your stock tips, whatever it is.
Whatever tips may be.
All right.
That's what holds it. So this is going to become part of
the new
carbon diffuser.
Okay,
Correct.
so you got to basically dissect that from the plastic OEM one.
We got to figure out how to get that drill in some very, very funny places.
What was one of the things that was stumping you about trying to decide whether you're going to take off the bumper or not?
Oh, well, I used an 8mm. If you at home have a set of sockets, you're probably going to want something right in between there, because I had to start it, loosen it with this, and then pop this onto the next one and just kind of like finger it off of there.
Now, did you have to use any of the weird socket angles?
Yeah. We did the reverse Torx 8mm. See?
And that was holding the bumper into what?
Into the chassis. So if you look, I'm gonna take it off. You don't even have to get back there. I can actually remove this piece and drop it, and we can watch it roll onto the floor. There you go.
What is that?
Okay, so what this is it's actually, when it's not full of dust and debris, you can actually set, the height. So it's a spacer. Genuinely, it's just a spacer. And it sits on this little tower of Pisa here. Once you get it up inside of there, sets this way. Screw goes through it, which is, let me bring it back down. See if I can do it again, but without dropping it. Oh, okay, so. And then that screws the bumper and diffuser to the body.
I gotcha.
So now that we've got that out.
You do that for both sides?
Yes.
Okay.
On both sides.
One step closer to changing the diffuser without taking the bumper off.
Wrong.
So you've come to the grips with it?
I've come to terms with taking this bumper off would be so much nicer.
So
only because of the rivets.
All right, so we are done exploring, and we are going to now get the bumper off and do it the right way.
Right.
Stop being lazy.
Right. But right before we do that,
You're going to disconnect the light on the back of the bumper?
a little bitty light, yes.
All right.
There you go.
Pretty simple.
You would think.
All right, we're going to get this lowered and get up top and get the top part of the bumper off. Before we lower the car, we're going to get these back Torx off. Edward thinks we can get to them without taking the back tires off. So, Edward, what size Torx are those?
Seems as though I eyeballed it. T27.
T27. Right, let's give it a shot. All right, so now you're taking the pickle fork.
Yeah, I'm taking a pickle fork, and I'm going to yank out these little plastic deals right here.
In the box we go. So now we're taking the back trim pieces off. Yep.
Looks like that.
One there. One here. Be careful.
Be careful. Don't scratch your paint. Don't scratch your lenses. These lenses.
Oh.
Sometimes there's fake diamonds in them.
Don't bust the red snaps either. Gentle.
Ooh, look. That's like stuck with Texas heat. You see it?
So we got the entire silver trim piece and the two side plastic panels off. As you can see right above the back rear tail lights. And then this right there is just nothing but double-sided tape. And we'll put some fresh double-sided tape on that before we put it back on.
First step, remove
the entire back end of your car's interior.
to get to lights. Doo-doo-doo. See, there's gonna be a bolt right here. Way too hard for there not to be a bolt there. That's why I feel like this has to come out. Let me just do a light pull.
A light pull. You're just using 8 millimeters behind there.
Exactly.
And so you're taking out the tail lights then.
Yes. Now there's another one way back here. So imagine, yes, right there. Imagine if you could see my arm through this quarter panel.
So basically what you're saying is you had to put your arm entirely up the back end of the car to reach those.
Like delivering a calf.
But you're trying to do this
But drier.
so you don't have to take the entire rear interior out, correct?
That's right. That's right. We're working around it.
What are you doing now? You're taking out the whole entire subwoofer?
The entire subwoofer must come out.
Number 2 coming out.
Dun,
Number
dun.
2.
Banana light.
Go into a safe place.
Safe place, please.
So we're just gently prying,
Yes.
trying to find out what's still left inside the bumper.
I like to leave this header panel up here.
Torx in a very precarious situation and must use the very little Torx wrench. But where's that? So what is that size of the Torx is that?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, you're just going to try it?
Yeah, I'm just going to give it a shot.
Well, let me show them where you're going.
Okay.
Inside of that little round thing right there, right?
It's got a slight bite. Hold on. We might be right.
Might be right about what?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Yes, sir.
Wiggle, wiggle.
My money
Come on
don't
now.
jiggle, jiggle. It falls.
fall
I
off,
like to see
fall
you
off.
wiggle, wiggle.
When has it not fallen out at the bottom of the bumper?
All right, Edward, so you finally figured out how to take off the bumper?
This bumper's coming off.
Is it coming off?
It's coming off right now.
So what did you have to do?
Well, we had to pop all these tabs right here. All you have to do is just get up underneath, grab a hold of it from right here. Doop. Just do like that, and it'll lift right over this lip.
And then it just came off?
And it just, well, it doesn't just come off. You got to pull it a little bit. You got to give it a little, You want me to plug it back in and do it again?
No.
Okay. Well, then.
Because we waited like 4 days for you to be able to do that.
No, we waited 4 days so I could go to work and come back here.
Oh.
That's why I'm in this different shirt. You okay, bro? Pull yourself together.
No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at your shirt.
Yes. I know.
Oh, okay. You ready? Pull it off?
Yes, my eyes are up here, Craig.
Oh,
My
I was
eyes
checking
are
out your
up.
ass. I'm
yes,
sorry.
yes, I saw that.
All
All
right.
right, coming at you.
All right, so we got a lot of rivets to
Yes.
undrill.
Lots of
Done. Out. All right, we are on to the next step. Let's go find out what it is.
What we're gonna do here is.
Okay, so you have some more tabs that you need to press in and out,
Yes, sir.
and that's kind of how that's actually sitting. The diffuser and the side panels are actually sitting in there.
Yep. But this is pinched. You've got a lip here,
Yeah.
okay? But then you've got this pinching on that. So there's a way to do this that's simpler.
Then just brute force.
Yes.
So the entire OEM diffuser is all these different tabs in and out all along the inside of the bumper.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm not going to count them for you because there's a lot and it's going to take us a while.
No, man, it'll be fine. Look,
Look what? You haven't got the first one done yet.
you missed it, man.
Oh, I see it now. Stop flexing.
Stop flexing on me.
Well, the plastic's flexing.
Oh.
Hey, look. Somebody wrote something.
It looks like it says Midlife Carisis.
No, it says like Ulysses or something. I don't know.
Ulysses?
I don't know. Maybe it's the AMG guy's name.
Ulysses.
Maybe he just doesn't put the pan. Oh, wait.
30.
That's the side OEM panel
Yes.
back. You should clean that. I'm going to talk to the detailer who missed that part. Man, stop throwing my car on the ground. All right. So as you can see, it does have quite a few tabs. I'm actually really impressed. I think once we get to the, well, you know what? They may line up pretty well. So far so good. While Edward's over there playing with the back bumper and playing with tabs, I will give you guys a little overview of the diffuser. So this carbon fiber diffuser is inspired by the Renntech one. So I didn't go OE. No, it's not even OEM. That's like premier aftermarket versus secondary aftermarket. So this is a Renntech inspired styled carbon fiber diffuser. I sourced it from a lot of you guys may have bought parts from Zane from Zefer Performance up in Washington. And that's where I got this carbon fiber diffuser. Everything so far looks very promising. So we're going to slide this in to the back of my GTS bumper. Over there, Dr. Flo Creations is, doing a little bit of operational stuff. But we'll see how this thing fits. Are you taking off the OEM diffuser now?
Yes, we are. Probably gonna need your hand in this one, though.
Oh, here you go.
Huh? Okay, put it.
No.
Put it here.
Oh, put it here?
Yeah, there you go. And then kind of start to pull it off.
Oh, pull it apart?
Yeah, start to pull it away from the bumper.
So you're going to work from each end and work to the center?
Yes, that's the plan. I mean, it might work, it might not. We'll see.
All right. He's still working at it.
I'm almost there, dude.
You are?
Yeah.
Insert SpongeBob time card now.
One eternity later.
All right. So apparently inside of my OEM diffuser, there is a sensor bar that, after looking up the Mercedes part, which I will pop here up on the screen, is an exhaust temperature sensor. So this might be our first challenge because, one, I don't really care what the temperature of my exhaust is because I'm not doing a flame tune. But I don't want to get a check engine light either, so we're going to have to figure out how this is going to mount in the aftermarket diffuser. So here is that exhaust temperature sensor.
It's the Q002.
So it just pops into these little snaps. Just hidden behind that kind of piano black trim piece. And now you just fit it through the hole.
Oh. And now we have this thing.
You have a big thermometer to check the temperature of the exhaust. So Edward, what did we do to get the exhaust temperature sensor?
Well, what we did was we used some 3M trim adhesive. Basically, is the old school way of sticking badges on back in the day. And I used some just duct tape to hold it down until that glue dries.
So just so you guys know, this is something you might just face, is that your car is going to have this exhaust temperature sensor that was actually tied into the OEM diffuser, and you're going to have to come up with your own mounting solution for the sensor. So
Yep.
don't necessarily follow our advice, but we're going to go with it, see how it works, and get that diffuser on.
Should work just fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Pressing from both sides.
Yes.
Now I see you compressing from the sides as well as up and down. Is that just to try to move it up and in?
Yeah, up and in, pushing them together. This is the thing. We're not completely lining up back here, so we don't have the luxury of using the same holes for the rivets that we're about to install. Come offset.
Yep.
And drill new holes right next to it. And that will give us our rivet size.
So Edward is setting in all of the rivets. Now it doesn't have a 1-for-1 exact fitment, so we are
Drilling new holes.
New holes. All right, time to tighten up all the rivets. So we got all the bottom rivets in. Now they are silver, but we are going to paint those a gloss black so they kind of blend into the carbon. So now you're just riveting all the stuff that we drilled out.
Yes. We're putting it back the way it went.
Getting those exhaust bracket on the other side on. You actually put it on faster than you take it off.
Yes, yes I did.
So the bottom of the heat shield, you are going into what holes? The OEM ones?
The OEMs.
Okay. As you can see, the diffuser is a little bit shorter on the bottom than the OEM one. So one thing we're going to do a little bit different this time is when we did these Akrapovic titanium exhaust tips, we didn't take the bumper off last time, but since we have the bumper off,
it's a great time to do this.
it's a good time to mount them. That way it's a lot easier to just insert them over the tailpipe. So he's plugging back in the 3 modules.
Yes.
The brake light, the video camera. Yeah, you better make sure they're in, because once we put this on,
I don't want to take it back off again.
well, we can hang it and test everything. Should we do that?
What do you want to test?
Light, camera.
Huh? Exhaust temperature sensor?
The exhaust temperature.
We're gonna die, Craig. We try to...
So hot. It's hot in here. Ready? Ready, Eddie?
Yeah, I'm gonna start this side.
All right, I'll hold this up. Some advice. Make sure that you pull out the tail light connectors before you put the bumper on, or you will repeat a lot of things. Fitment looks good. Exhaust tips fit inside. We'll let Edward play a little bit of nip and tuck to get the bumper fitment correct and the gap good. All right, what do you guys think? We're gonna scrape?
Go back, and then go back a little bit.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Got the fins on the bottom.
You'll be just fine.
All right.
What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna fold this back just enough
Okay.
where you can see inside of here. And
right.
see, this is a cardinal mistake that could be made.
Okay.
Can you see that there's a piece that runs along the
Yes.
bumper? Okay. That piece,
Needs to be pulled out. Ah, I got you.
you see?
Yep.
Otherwise,
You're gonna miss your bolt, your tabs.
yeah, you're gonna miss them, and it's gonna fight you the whole way.
All right. Now we gotta tuck the under tray under the fins. So one of the things that we have understood is in order to put that back under tray underneath the diffuser, kind of got to make a few adjustments underneath and pull it back as far as you can to get it to bolt up. Something to note when you're tucking the under tray is
Don't do that.
you need to make sure that the back tray, kind of the second tray in from the back, needs to be over the back tray. Putting on the final touches, putting the taillights back in. All right, there's the finished product. Looking good. Another great job by Dr. Flo Creations. Edward, you did it again.
Couldn't have done it without you, Chris.
Yeah, what did I do? I held something up.
You held a lot of stuff.
Oh, damn. That looks a hell of a lot more aggressive. Nice big old booty. And there's the full product, the whole full back end. Now we got the carbon fiber wing, Matching with the carbon fiber diffuser from Zefer Performance, Renntech Style with the aggressive fins on the back. Looks good. Very nice.
Cute, man.
Another great job. Another AMG GTS modification on Midlife Carisis. We did the carbon fiber diffuser from Zefer Performance. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description down below if you want to check them out. Hit them up on Instagram at Zefer Performance. As always, I want to thank Dr. Flo Creations for the great job. Follow them on Instagram. And if you like this video and you like AMG modifications, please make sure you follow us on Instagram at Midlife Carisis. Give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe and notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Peace.